Hey guys, so Tia Mowry reveals why she feels her marriage was a success and why she filed for divorce after being married for 14 years to Corey Hardwick. So she was on the Tamara Hall show and she was asked, how did you know when it was time for you to move on and end the marriage? And she said when she began focusing on her happiness. She further went on to say, as women, we focus on everybody else's happiness but our own. She says it's all about self love because we focus on other people all the time because we're naturally nurturers. We focus on the kids, the husband, family, friends, but we do not focus on our own happiness. And she said when she took that stand to be happy, that's when she knew the marriage was over because she was trying to make the marriage work, but she wasn't happy in the marriage. And isn't that the truth, ladies? That at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it's all about happiness. For yourself first. You cannot make other people happy if you yourself is unhappy. So, hours after Tia revealed that she was going to divorce her husband, papers surfaced. TMZ obtained court papers that verified that she was going through a divorce, which was verified and confirmed via Instagram by Tia herself. So Tia stated that she's always been honest with her fans, and what's going on with her currently is no different. She's going to be honest still with the fans concerning her marriage. So she shared on her Instagram page that she wanted everyone to know that Corey and her have decided to go their separate ways. So she says the decision to go their separate ways was not easy and it's not without sadness, and that they will continue to co parent and have a friendship because they've got beautiful children to think of. She further went on to say that she's very grateful for the happy times that they had together as a family, but now she's got to move on and she wants to thank her friends and family. She also thanked fans for their love and support as well, as she and Corey are moving forward in their lives and starting a new chapter. But isn't that the truth, YouTubers? When you've been unhappy for so many years and you finally come to a place that you can be happy again, it's not over for you, that there's happiness out there. Maybe you don't have any other person in your life, but you can be happy by yourself instead of being miserable with another person. It's like being lonely in a crowd. A whole bunch of people around you and you're still lonely. Same thing with a marriage. You can be in a marriage and there's another person there sleeping beside you every night. And you feeling as though that you are not in this relationship with this person. You're in it alone. That's how a lot of people feel when when they are in unhappy marriages and they feel there's no way out. They feel trapped. They feel as though life is over. It's all about these kids and this man, and I can't move forward in my happiness. And that is not true. You just got to make a decision to end it. And you move forward with your kids. You don't have to be living in unhappiness because then over a period of time it becomes your norm. And don't want unhappiness to be your norm. You want to get back to that happy place. So Tia and Corey got married in 2008. They have two children, a 4-year-old and an 11-year-old. So Tia has been married for 14 years, folks. That is really a long time when you think about it. Most marriages don't go past 2 years. So when she says it was a success, I can agree with her. That was a successful marriage. 14 years. I can recall when she made the announcement to get married. Boy, time flies. Oh boy, I'm telling you, I guess I'm up there in age now because she's a baby to me and she's been married 14 years. That's how old I am. So apparently, from what I'm gathering, they really tried to make this marriage last and hold it together, but they couldn't do it anymore. Because 14 years, I'm just wondering how many years was she unhappy? Because if you've been married 14 years and you've been unhappy 10 years out of that 14, then it's not worth it. Because the kids are going to grow up and looking at all this unhappiness and think it's normal. And they're going to gravitate towards people who are going to make them unhappy. And then they're going to stay in their relationships because they saw mom and dad do it. They saw mom and dad weather the storm and die in unhappiness. Because we hear about couples who've been married 80 years and 70 years and 60 years. And guess what, folks? That does not mean they have been happy for all those years. It just means they've been married those years, but not happy all those years. It's very rare that I hear people been married over 50 years and are very happy in the marriage. Anywho, moving on to the next story. Nick Cannon. What else is new? This man is building an army, okay, because he's on his 12th child. He's got 12 children now, folks, and his payment in child support is astronomical. You know, these men walk around and they say, oh, I got to pay child support. Oh, she got me for $300 a month. Oh, she got me for $400. Guess what? That's just a drop in the bucket in opposed to what Nick Cannon is paying. He says he pays in excess of $3 million. Yep. I didn't stutter. Over $3 million in child support. But he can afford it because he's loaded. His case to me is a curious case. He just seems to me like the kind of guy, this is all alleged, who picks up with these women, and as soon as you get a baby, he cannot stick around. He's got to move on. Some people are just like that. They just view you as a mother. You're no longer sexy. You're not the girlfriend. You're not the hottie. You're not a hot to trot and the hottie tot, okay? And as soon as you get a baby, and especially if they are in that delivery room, I'm telling you, ladies, when you invite your husbands or your boyfriends to come to that delivery room and they see your hoo-ha open up like the Grand Canyon pushing out that baby, they get scared. They're like, I don't know if I can fit that anymore. That thing opened up so big, it's going to swallow me. I got to move on. Stop doing that. Don't invite the man in the delivery room to look directly into your vajayjay when your child is being delivered. Have them stand to the side. They ain't got to look down there and see how the head comes out and how big you are going to open to push out that head. A lot of guys get very intimidated and they feel as though when they have sexual intercourse with you going forward, that they're not going to please you because you've been stretched so much. So, but he just strikes me as one of those guys who, once that woman have a child for him, he got to move on. He can't just look at you the same way. Some guys are like that. They don't look at the women the same way. After that child, you just look like a mother to them. No matter what you do, you may put on the sexiest outfit, and they just look at you as a mother. And if they get with you again, it's just to make another baby and move on. So Nick is a proud dad of 11, expecting his 12th child. So kudos to Nick. If you can afford it, brother, why not? And this is going out to all those men out there who can't afford it. Put a condom on. Because these men out there, these average guys, they have children all over the place knowing they cannot afford it, and they cry when they have to pay child support, $100 a month. So in an Instagram post, he declared that he is financially ready and able to take care of all his children, and he makes that a priority, which is really, really great. Kudos to Nick for that. And let me tell you, it's not Nick's fault that he's having all these kids. It's the women's fault for opening their legs and giving it up because they know he's got a bunch of kids, but they want to be part of the harem. So, look, he can afford it, so why not? Big up to Nick Cannon. At least he's not a deadbeat dad, and he's able to financially take care of all his children quite nicely, may I add, because the man is a multi-millionaire. And for him to give over $3 million in child support, you know he's bringing in the dough, okay? And so he went on to say he definitely spent a lot more in child support on his children annually because he does not intend to be part of the system participating in the government for them to tell him how much he should be giving his kids. He give far and beyond what they would deem that he should give. Kudos to Nick. I mean, a lot of men should take a little page out of his book. If you bring the children here on earth, it's your responsibility to take care of them, not only the mother. Because a lot of times in our community, we see where the children are brought forth, but the men disappear. And who is left to raise the kids? The mother. And then in the meantime, to make ends meet, she got to run out and work 2 jobs or a job and a half. And the kids are watching each other. And when you don't have a parent there to give that kid guidance in their everyday activity, they go asunder, they go astray, they join all kinds of groups that they're not supposed to join. So back in May, he told People magazine that when he wakes up every day, he's excited to be a father. And he's very excited also with the strong relationships that he's building with his little guys, his little ones. So on Friday, November the 11th, Nick welcomed his beautiful baby girl with DJ Abby De La Rosa and is currently expecting his 12th child with model Elisa Scott. So all these babies and these relationships are overlapping. I'm sure you guys noticed that he's having 2 or 3 kids at the same time with these women. So these women are pregnant all at the same time, at least 2 of them at one time, because the babies are coming left, right, and center. He just had a baby. The girlfriend, the current girlfriend now is pregnant, but he just had a baby with another person. And the current girlfriend is about to drop the 12th child. So he's having sex with multiple women at the same time, impregnating them, and they're giving birth to these kids. So I'm beginning to think there's no woman out there who can hold him permanently, because Mariah couldn't hold him and she's beautiful. And all these other baby mothers are beautiful and they can't hold him. He goes on and moved on to the next person. So I'm just really, really curious to see the end result of this. I want to see which woman is going to hold in permanently. You know, there's always a woman out there when a man is so hard to pin down and to settle down. There's always that one woman who, no matter what, he will walk the ends of the earth for. And he will settle with that woman and not look at another one. He will no longer stray. And I think that's what's going to happen to Nick. There's going to be that one woman. He thinks he's Superman, but that woman is going to have the kryptonite, okay? So let's see who that woman is going to be. I'm so curious because all these other women are not doing nothing in terms of holding him down. I hate to be so blunt and use the word hold down, but you guys know what I mean. Settle down with Nick and for him to be permanently in their lives, not like a ship that pass in the night, in and out, wham bam, thank you ma'am. And then he took to IG, his Instagram page, and he posted up the DJ De La Rosa in the caption, just being humble and grateful for the new birth of this baby. And, you know, what can I say about Nick? These women knows what he's about. They are agreeing to be in relationships with him. I don't know if it's for the money or if they genuinely love him, but they know from the get-go what it is. And so they have no reservations intermingling and intertwining with him and giving birth to babies. So we're going to see where all this is going to lead. But he's providing very adequately for the children, so there's no reason for none of them to sue him. If they sue him for more child support, they may get less. You know what happened to 50 Cent and his baby mother? He was giving her, he said, $500,000 a year, and she wasn't satisfied. She went to court to sue him for more, and she got less. These are just some of the women and the children that Nick have. Some of the ones I can dig up. So Brittany gave birth on September the 23rd of this year to her third child for Nick. And he said it was one of the most difficult deliveries he had witnessed. Now we see one of the mothers pregnant in this picture about to give birth. The above picture shows the revealing of another baby, and everyone was just so excited because it was going to be a boy. I'll tell you guys, that Nick Cannon, it's like every pregnancy is like a gift, you know, a new gift. It's like opening gifts at Christmas time. You get so excited to see the package. That's how he is with all these new babies coming into his life. The next picture is Abby De La Rosa, the DJ, and she has 3 children for Nick, as reported by Page 6. This picture shows another baby mom in the delivery room after giving birth. And Nick is right there by her side, all so excited for the new birth of this new baby. Now, this is Zen's mom. Remember, Zen had passed away, guys, and it was a very sad time for Nick and his family. Well, the mom Elsa posted this photo on her Instagram page, and she was cradling her young son, and she posted, "I will love you for eternity. God rest his soul." And again, condolences to the family for the loss of Zen. Nick has a set of twins, Zion and Zelion Cannon. Nick's second set of twins are still very young, but are already melting fans' hearts on social media. Then there is powerful Queen Cannon. Powerful is the splitting image of her mom, Brittany. I'm telling you, where are they coming up with these names? Guys, it's very original. Powerful Queen is indeed a cutie patootie. And then there is Golden Sagon Cannon with her big brother. And now we get to Mariah Carey's twins, Marcon Scott and Monroe Scott. It's clear that Mariah also adores her darling son and loves getting dressed up with matching outfits with him. Mariah's second child with Nick is Monroe Scott. Monroe is growing up right before our very eyes. She and her mom look adorable in matching pajamas for girls' night. I'm telling you folks, seeing all these kids, I just feel as though Nick Cannon is sending the world a message: be fruitful and multiply. Folks, do you think these kids all come together in one big household come holiday time? Does he split his time between the homes? YouTubers, I'm over and out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel and to this video. Thank you for watching.